It is such a pleasure to talk to you today.
You. It's a pleasure to talk to you. I love an ice cream conversation. It sounds sweet.
Oh,
And
yes, it is indeed. So, what's funny is when I told my audience I would be speaking to you today, the first order of business
uh
that was placed on me was to let you know how much you are loved and how much you are appreciated on the show. Girl, we heartbroken. I don't know what we gonna do.
I know, I know.
I was so excited when I received the assets for the third season. I'm like, yes, we've been waiting. And then I saw the word final. And it
hmm
was like that wasn't on the bingo card. Talk to me a little bit about that. Just going in, the excitement of going into a new season, but also,
No,
kind of the heartbreak of knowing it's the last one.
that is absolutely bittersweet. Um, Bitter because, of course, I love these ladies on and off screen. I've learned so much from Angie. There was um a friend of mine, Frances Fisher, she's an actress, said that for every audition you don't book the role, it's because your spirit is already fulfilled in the lesson it needs to learn from that character. And it's true. I learned so much from each character I play, but I've learned like my life is, I'm a different person because I've encountered Harlem. But what the sweet part is that we actually get a goodbye. And so going on set, it was a different level of appreciation. And what's interesting about this show, there's always such a new level of appreciation because during season one, we started with COVID. And well, we started right before COVID, did two episodes. We left for a year. We came back and we didn't know if we would ever come back. So it was appreciation to be there. And then I was blessed with the opportunity to do a show within a show with Get Out the Musical. And we didn't know if Broadway or theater would ever open again. So every season is always like this deep rooted gratitude that we all experience. And it carried on into this, knowing that it was the final season. We just held each other a little longer and allowed these characters to resonate and really show up differently because we knew it was their goodbye.
I had the pleasure of viewing the final season, and kudos to Tracy for the way she just beautifully wrapped it up. Like, I
Mhm.
felt like I had closure.
Yeah.
And we don't get that with a lot of shows that we love deeply. It's just like you said, it's like sometimes it feels like it's just snatched from us. And
Mhm.
Tracy did a beautiful job of just giving all of us who love the show closure. You
Mhm.
mentioned that you learned a lot from Angie. Can you tell me a few of the things that you've learned from her? Because listen, you don't want me to get into what I learned.
I learned from her. Oh, no, no. I've learned so much. I've learned about the expression, having being intentional about how you choose to express heartache or any failures you have, watching your behavior closely afterwards, because sometimes as Black women, we don't always get the space to express our pain, and sometimes there's like numbing activities that we take on in order to keep going and not really deal with the moment because ain't nobody got time for you to deal with that. We have to keep moving.
Right,
You
right.
know, so with Angie, I watched how every time she experienced a career failure, she would act out sexually. And she's someone who's sexually open anyway and very expressive and free with her body, which is very powerful, but you want to make sure it's coming from a powerful place. Another thing I learned, well, I fell more in love with myself. You can't not fall in love more with yourself playing someone who's so confident.
Absolutely.
And now I have music. I have the expression of music, a art form that I've always wanted to explore,
Mhm.
but was too afraid to do it. And so in studying playing a recording artist, I went into the recording studio and now I have a new single out called Feel My Love.
Yeah.
So Angie's given me a lot. She really has.
Yes, absolutely. One of the things that I learned from Angie
Mhm.
was that just speaking your voice. A lot of times we have these really big personalities to
Mhm.
mask someone who is like insecure underneath. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so for me, I saw myself in that. I saw
Mhm.
myself in that. So I greatly appreciate you for giving us Angie and for allowing us to watch her journey and to grow with her, to laugh with her, to cry with her. You mentioned a new single.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about music because I know I don't have long, so I'm like, I'm getting all my gems in,
Oh,
okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So let's talk music.
Yes. I I am so grateful to this show, to the world of Harlem. I literally every role that has been impactful in my career that has moved the needle for me has required me to sing. And yet I felt too scared to do it. It felt I was too vulnerable, or it felt too vulnerable, or I didn't see myself, or I didn't hear myself coming out of programs where I was the only Black woman in my class. So it kind of made me, I went through a moment with Angie where I like doubted if I was fit to do it. In studying Angie, I went to the studio and I started writing, and they became journal entries. And my first single, Something About You and Feel My Love, and the music that I still have, just sat on my phone for years. And I was on a vacation for Megan's birthday, Megan Good's birthday
Yeah.
party, and we were in the Dominican Republic. We were in a bus going to a club, and I'm like, Megan, what are you doing in December? She's like, whatever you want me to do. And so, would you direct my video? Whatever you want to do. And so,
Yes.
have Megan Good saying yes. You have to say yes to yourself. And the same thing happened
Mhm.
with Feel My Love. I'm on the set doing a photo shoot with Derek Blanks, who's a
Yes.
photography icon,
Yes.
who
Mr.
I've been
Blanks. Yes.
obsessed with. And he's like, do you have any music? And I'm like, and like when you got Derek Blank saying we're shooting visuals for you.
Yeah.
So God has given me angels and in disguise as his children, but literally angels who believed in me more than I believe in myself. And this angel of Angie who says, say yes to what
Yes.
you want to do and be courageous in pursuing what you want to do. And so I have music now, and I have a new single called Black that drops in February for Black History Month with
I'm
the
ready.
visuals directed by Derek Blanks again. So yes, music is here.
Now, you've also done some directing.
Yes,
Will,
ma'am.
will we get more docuseries like Her Story?
Yes, I enjoyed that. Came out of nowhere. I was filming season 3 of Harlem, and a friend of mine who's also a stylist, Vernice Day, who hooked me up with this beautiful dress.
Yes.
Um, she reached out and was like, I have a series, and do you want to? And then within a week, we were like maybe 2 weeks, we were shooting. And I think as I am standing on business about how magnificent I am, I think I
Yes.
have to stand on business about how creative I am and how expressive and capable. And so that was like a
Absolutely.
big walk in confidence and a journey that stretched me in the best ways, but also affirmed what I already knew. And I was like, girl, you've been doing this. You moved out to LA since when you were 17. You know how to
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
And so absolutely, yes, big yes to directing.
Yes, I'm here for everything. I'm here for all of it. And when you drop anything whether it be new music or new projects, you are always welcome to come back to the ice cream shop so we can talk about it, have some girl talk.
Yes, I would love.
So, lastly, I just want to ask, and since we're already here, what
Okay.
is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, okay. I'm a multi-flavored, decadent kind of girl. I like layers.
Okay.
I like sauces. I like everything. So I like to mix them. I'm a good cookies and cream Oreo, but then give me a
Okay.
little praline and I need a little nut, so I'll probably put a butter pecan in it. But
Hmm.
maybe a little salted caramel because we need the flavor palette. I like to mix them together because you never know what you're gonna get with each bite, and it's fun. I like
Okay,
surprise.
so you just sent my blood sugar through the roof, right?
Okay. I'm like, oh, I want some ice cream. I'm like, we should do this interview with ice cream next time.
Okay. Say less. You said nothing but a word. Okay, so in closing, I would love for you to send a message to the Ice Cream Convos friends who absolutely love Harlem, whether it's a hello, a goodbye, or a see you later.
Yes. Hello, all friends of the ice cream conversations. I am so grateful that you watched this beautiful show that we so passionately created. I hope that when you watch it, you see a version of yourself or your friends and you learn or receive how important it is to take risks. It's okay to fail because as long as you're still living, it's never a failure. It's only a lesson learned. And so, in seeing these women pursue themselves and pursue love and career, I hope it empowers you to do the same and take risk and be bold and say, okay, I fell on this one, but I'll get back up again.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure speaking to you, and I wish you all the best. And don't forget, come back. I'll have your ice cream.
Absolutely. Done and
Okay. All
done.
right. Have a beautiful day, and it was a pleasure speaking with you.
Hey, my pleasure as well.
All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.